Last question, question number 5. What are the bare minimum essential materials needed to successfully learn a language? Well, first of all, depends on the language you are learning. If you are going for languages like English, Spanish, German, French, Italian, those languages, those are the top languages that everybody learns, and there are thousands of books and there is plenty of material to choose from, and that's great. If you are learning other kind of languages like Corsican, Uyghur, Romanian, I don't know, Bavarian, then you are fucked because you won't find anything really. Suddenly, anything is good. If you are learning Corsican, any tool that you find, any piece of text is going to be good. Any podcast, any music that you find is going to be good. So it doesn't depend so much on what are the actual bare minimum essentials, as much as what is your target language, what kind of target language are we talking about, because then depending on that, you can find plenty of material or no material whatsoever, and you will have to content yourself with whatever you find. If the case is that you are learning one of these languages, like Corsican, anything that you find is good, and that's it, and you will have to content yourself with that. If this is not the case, if you are learning a language that is fairly well known and there is plenty of material to choose from, these are the basics that you need. First of all, a grammar book such as this one, as I showed you, this is fine, this is great. For starters, this is fantastic, and I encourage you to this is great. It's with a lot of, it's colorful, there is plenty of stuff, there are good exercises, readings, there is a lot of audio tracks that you can listen to, and they provide a fair amount of practice themselves. So it's great. So first of all, at least for your first steps in the language, you would need this. This is like number one thing that I would buy. Is the one thing I always try to buy. Second of all, you need a graded reader. This is, for example, this is a graded reader in Arabic. You start basically with dialogues like this, which is basically nothing, because these dialogues are like things like hello, my name is Tariq. What is your name? Hello, welcome. My name is Carlos. Blah blah blah. And it's a conversation that is basically nothing. It's and this is first thing that you read. By the time you go through this book and you finish the book, you are talking about this is the last text. سورة الأعراب في وسائل الإعلام الغربية. The picture of the Arabs in Western mass media, which is a very complex topic. So this is a perfect example of a graded reader. I would buy one of these. I would love to have one of these for every single language. I don't. This is a great graded reader in Latin. This is the nature language learning method, I think is the name. And it's a graded reader. You start with very simple sentences, with texts that are easy to understand. This is great because there is a lot of pictures. You see, like you have the text, you have a map. So the text, this one starts saying, for example, Spain is in Europe, and you have a map, you see Spain, you see Europe, and you say, well, Spain is in Europe. And it starts very things like this. This is an island, this is a city, and this is a river. And you see the drawing, so you don't have to translate because you see it, you actively see it. And there are also like these sides thing, and you see here, for example, all the new words that you're learning with some bare minimum explanations, again, drawings and stuff. This is great. This is perhaps the perfect graded reader. I wish there was one of these for every language I learn. Sadly, there isn't. So this is a graded reader, and this is a powerful tool that I recommend you to use. Second of all, as I pointed out first, children's book. children's books are entirely underestimated. Children's book, first of all, they're really colorful. They have plenty of pictures, so you don't translate. You see the stuff, and precisely because it's meant for children, the vocabulary is way more accessible than an actual adult book. Adult books are boring. Why? This is Plato, and why there is no drawing of or anything? Why Plato is not boring? Why this edition has to be this boring? I love children's book. I wish every book was a children's book. They put so much effort in the drawings and the pictures, and it's fantastic. So I do recommend you to go search for a children's book. It can be a tale. It can be a folk based folk tale or whatever. A book about music, about butterflies, about in nature, cities, dinosaurs, whatever. Anything that you like, find the children's book for that, and that would make an excellent material. I mean, of course, you need to listen to something. Podcast, find a podcast on whatever topic you like and listen to it in your target language. And there is movies, music, all that stuff. You don't need to rely on the grammar books. What you need to rely is on your motivation. Your motivation is sacred, because your motivation is going to carry you all this time. If you don't find the right motivation, you will fail. That's why it's so important to find material that is actually interesting for you and that is tailor-made for you, something that actually reaches you and excites you. If the material is not exciting for you, it's not going to work. Whatever it is, there is no material that is going to be perfect unless you're actually interested in it. Everything, all that they have here is interesting stuff. For me, it's not meant for you. It's meant for me. I bought it because I wanted to, and that's exactly what I think you should do as well. Find something that is actually of your interest. So these were the 5 questions. I hope you enjoyed the answer. I hope the answers were constructive. I hope they are helpful. And if you have more questions, you can leave the question in the comments. If you have comments on my answers because you think that they are incomplete, unfair, or whatever, please, I encourage you to comment and subscribe to the channel and enjoy the content, and see you next time.